Hey, hello. Oh, hello there, everyone. Gonna do a small little thing here. Just something different, trying something out. This is Path of Titans. It's a survival type game where you play as various dinosaurs. It's a bit of a passion of mine. I'm on here almost every day with my friends. Where to even start with this game? So the way this game works is there is the official servers, which you can get through playing multiplayer, or the community servers, which are various different servers hosted by different people, some of which are actually modded, some of them have special settings, which the mods for this game are pretty impressive. Sorry for that. Dinosaur in the background likes to make itself known. But like I said, the mods are pretty impressive. There's some very nice modded communities out there making some very nice content for this game, adding things that aren't on the officials. There is single player, which I think I might go into... Well, I'll do a little bit of multiplayer just to... Oh, wait, actually. My bad. Okay, so... game has two maps right now. You have Pangea, which is a little bit more land... It's a land mass. It's got a big lake on it. Got some rivers, some puddles here and there. It's a nice map. And then they're more recently released one, Gondwa, which is more desert themed. It's an island. There's a lot of ocean. It introduced the first flying and fully aquatic dinosaurs into the game. I'm going to load onto that one just so I can show you different things. We've got our really nice... oh my goodness. Spino back there making noise. We've got a really nice loading screens. A little bit of a explanation on what's going on with Gondor right now. Oh, it's snowing. That doesn't happen very often. So, the dinosaurs that you're going to see here are my dinosaurs that I play as, that I've grown, stuff like that. And given them random names. But I can use them to show you some of the game things. So this is the first flyer they've added to the game, the Thalassodromeus. I'm going to try my best with these names. Some of them I'm good at, some of them I'm not. So far, this bird is mostly just, you see it used as scout, a little nuisance thing because it makes a lot of noise. But it's a fun thing to play on. I mean, being able to fly above the map for the first time ever is absolutely just stunning. I mean, they do beautiful work. And then we've got the Kaiwakia, if I'm saying that right. This is the first full aquatic in the game. Goes without saying, it's a plesiosaur. They're adorable. I love them. You don't see a lot of people playing them, unfortunately, because the oceans are a little empty, because this is the only one we've got, aquatic-wise. I'm hoping as they add more, that you see more people playing aquatics. I, for one, will be in the oceans as more aquatics come out. Then we have the Anodontosaurus, a personal favorite of mine. They are very defensive. Their tail packs quite the punch. And surprisingly, they have a decent amount of stamina. They're not very fast, but they're like endurance. That's their thing. Herbivore. They're a good solid choice. Then we have our Allosaurus. This one's not fully grown. But they are pretty fun. I mean, they've got a decent claw attack. They're decently speedy. We might actually get to see somebody walk past here. Yup. So, the spot where my dinosaurs are is actually a location in the game. So, like we just saw, you can see people walk through. They can't see you, but you can see them. So sometimes you get a treat and there's people there being silly. But not today, it looks like. So yeah, this is my very young Allo. I think that person might be coming back? No? Okay. Very young Allo. I haven't gotten into playing them very much, but they're quite fun. They don't take fall damage very well. They're very good in packs, though. Definitely a dinosaur to use in a pack if you do play. This is my baby Deinonychus, little raptor. They're pretty fast. They do bleed. They've got a speed boost that they can use to boost themselves and other carnivores in a group with them. Very, very fun. Good first choice if you're new to the game, because like I said, it's fast. It's quick to grow, too. Spinosaurus. This was the one that was making lovely loud noises at us on the main menu. This is a speed-built Spino, and I'll get to what the builds mean a little bit later. This is a semi-aquatic, so that means it can waddle around on land, and it can swim quite well. Dive underwater, all that. Spino is definitely at its best in the water. On land, they are slow, but that doesn't mean that they're defenseless on land. They've still got a claw attack, a bite. They can have a tail attack if you equip them with one. So they are at their best in the water. Speaking of another at their best in the water, we have Sarcosuchus. This one's a baby. I haven't grown it to adult yet, but I mean, pretty self-explanatory what this guy is. There is talk later on in future updates of them getting a grab where they can pull things into the water with them. So that'll be fun to see. Love this little guy. They're so cute. Another baby of mine is the Megalania. These guys might not look like much right now because this one's just a baby, but they are really big lizards. I'm trying to get his tail out from under the... Oh dear, it's stuck. They're really big lizards. I mean, they've got an emote where they stand up on their back legs, and they're about as tall as a human. They do venom with their bites, which drains the stamina of anything that they are fighting, which means they can't run or use abilities that cost stamina. They'll run out faster. These guys are pretty quick, and in groups, quite deadly. And then we have the Camptosaurus. This is a baby again. You can kind of see which ones I prefer over the other ones. I've got various ones that I work on. But Campto, very fast little herbivore. They've got a decently strong bite for their size. And they are the cutest damn thing. I mean, they wiggle, they make cute little beep noises. Killing one is a sin. No, I love them. They're adorable. They're good pick. This is Deinonychus. This one's young, but this is the herbivore semi-aquatic that we have right now. They're decent on land. They're a bit faster than Spino on land for sure. They've got lovely claw attacks, they've got bites, they've got tail attacks, and they swim very well. They are very dangerous in the water, and not to be trifled with maybe without knowing what you're doing on land. Ducks are scary. Then we have the Pycnonemosaurus, if I'm saying that right, in the Carnosaur family, as you could tell from the horns and the tiny little arms. These guys are decently fast carnivores. They've got a headbutt, they've got a nice bite. Pretty sure they have a tail attack. All around a good, sturdy build. The defense ones don't have horns and they look a little silly. Also, the Wiggles! If you've seen the latest, I think it's Prehistoric Planet? It was put on by, it was on Apple TV, I know that. They had a bit about the Carnosaur, and these guys have some emotes inspired by them. But, quite a good one. I've gotten to some scraps where I've only just barely survived, but, that was on these. Quite fun dinosaur. Quite fun. This is my Stegosaurus. They are decently fast. They run out of stamina pretty quick if you're, like, sprinting. So you gotta be careful with that. Obviously, their big thing is their tail, but they do come with bites. That tail of theirs does bleed, which is pretty significant. If a creature with bleed isn't able to sit down and get rid of that bleed, it can eventually wind up killing them. So, definitely something to be wary of when dealing with stegos. You've got Albertoceratops. These guys are quite fast. They've got a charge, and different. I think they've got 2 different headbutts or a bite as their options. In groups, these guys are quite terrifying and can take on things much bigger than them. We've got our Pachycephalosaurus. This one's still kind of young. It's kind of like the Pycno for the herbivores. It's got headbutts. It can jump very high, so it can get onto things that others can't to get away from them. It has a charge. Oddly enough, though, this one has the ability to eat both plants or meat. It is given a diet option where it can choose to eat meat, which is kind of nice if you're running around with other carnivores or something. Cute noises, too. Then we have the Lambeosaurus. Doesn't look like much, kind of has the funny head thing going on here, but they've got a tail that packs quite the punch, and most importantly, Lambeo has a call that heals anyone in a group with it, and as long as they're close enough. So definitely a useful thing to have in a group. Moving on, we have a very baby Eotriceratops. Looking at both the picture and the creature itself, you can kind of guess that this is your typical Triceratops. You know, the 3 horns and all that. These guys get big. They're an apex herbivore. Not terribly fast, just walking and running, but they do have a charge. They can sharpen their horns to do extra damage. They are a heavy hitter, so they are something to be careful about when you go in to fight them. Then we have a very baby concave, and don't worry about the ones I'm showing you as babies. I'm going to go into the creation of the dinosaurs and show you what they all look like as adults, because I want to talk about the different builds that you can get. So this is Concavinator. It's a medium-sized dinosaur when it grows up, and it's quite fast. And a big thing for this is they do bleed. And like I said earlier, bleed is something that can be very deadly if not taken care of properly, or if not given a chance to. These guys are another thing that you definitely would want to run in packs, though I have seen smaller groups do quite well. So they're quite a favorite. I've seen them running around on maps quite a bit. Moving on, we have the only sauropod in this game that desperately needs some love and care. This is the Amargasaurus. I've seen them do some incredible things. They definitely can be useful in a fight, but you kind of got to know what you're doing, and you got to be careful, and have friends helps a lot. This one's the defense build, so it doesn't have the lovely spikes on its back, unfortunately. Makes it a little tankier, makes it able to survive a bit better. Their big thing is their tail. They can do headbutts. They do get a stomp, though the stomp is kind of hard to time right to hit things with, I've noticed. But definitely an interesting dinosaur. They're adorable, and I love them. I just wish they were a little bit more viable, I guess is the right word. They need some love and care, and hopefully in future updates where they rebalance how the fighting mechanics of the game works, they'll get that. Moving on to the next baby in my lineup. This is the Latena Venatrix. And the other small raptor of the game. They're not just as fast. I think one is faster than the other, though I'm not sure which. But they are fast. They're going to be getting nighttime skills. So they'll be more potent, more dangerous, I'm not sure what, in the nighttime with future updates. They do cute little animations too. But again, another good solid choice if you want to start out and be something small and fast and just kind of get used to how the game works. Moving on to another semi-aquatic, this one being carnivorous, this is the Suchomimus. They're faster on land than the Spinosaurus, and they're still just as good in the water. They've got claw attacks, tail attacks, and bites. A good solid choice. They're bigger than they look here. I'm quite fond of them, honestly. But the only thing I don't think I'd take them up against is maybe a duck, a Dinochirus. And then we've got a Metriacanthosaurus. These guys are similar to Concavenator in size and speed. They're a little bit squishier as far as health, but these ones, like the Megalania, do venom with their bites. So they'll get those bites in, get that venom on the enemy, who will then lose stamina and be slower and therefore easier to catch, not be able to use all of their abilities potentially. So another good thing to run maybe with Concavenators or in a group. Definitely a decent choice dinosaur. I mean, they're all viable, honestly, depending on how you play, what your style is, something you'd have to experiment and find out, but they're all good dinosaurs. They're all good choices. But again, it comes down to how you want to play, what you kind of like, style, that sort of thing. Everyone has their reason for why they play something, why they, look certain ways, because there are skin options for these dinosaurs. This is Kentrosaurus, kind of like a Stegosaurus, but, smaller, spikier. They don't get quite as big as Stegosaurus, but they do bleed. They're faster. The babies can jump abnormally high, which is adorable and spooky at the same time. They're a good little choice if you want to be smaller and a little bit faster, but maybe a bit more defensive, where something kind of looks at you and goes, I don't really want to mess with that. And then we have the Iguanodon. These ones are they can be decently tanky. They're not the tankiest option out there. Their thumb attacks, which do bleed, are quite painful. They've got a tail attack, they've got a bite. Unfortunately, right now, they don't have the stamina to run away from anything. So they either stand and fight or run and pray, honestly. Though there is talk with upcoming updates where they're going to get more stamina. They're going to become semi-aquatic, so they'll be able to swim and dive, and personally, I'm super excited for that. So that's all the dinosaurs I currently have on my roster that I'm currently actively playing or growing. Moving on to the creation, though. And this is where you've got all sorts of stuff on your screen, which is maybe a little daunting, but I'm going to try and go over it all. So first carnivore we have here is the Alioramus. It's like a bigger raptor, but in all actuality, it is a tyrannosaur. So it's in the similar family to the Rex. It's the fastest of them. As you can see, the land speed's pretty high up. It's got about, I think, 2 minutes worth of stamina for running, and it gets that back pretty quickly. So it's a good choice for, like, hitting and running type of deal. You've got the balanced build, which is, it's decently fast, decently defensive, or you can go more defensive, but you're a little slower, or you can go even faster, but you're a little squishier if things get you. And then you've got different colors that you can use, and each color is a different slot on the body. With just hitting buttons here so you can see. We'll do that. And then the 6th color is always your eye color. And then on top of that, you've got your pattern. So you've got 3 options on each dinosaur. And once you've gone into the dinosaur, you've gone in game, there's skins you can buy for marks, which you earn through the quests in the game. And they all have their own colors and patterns, and so you can get pretty unique looks. You are able to name your character, or you can just hit the random one and see what kind of names you get there. Females tend to have typically duller colors than males, who are usually brighter. So there's that. So this is the adult Allosaurus, just so you know, since mine was younger. Just letting you get a look at that. Let's see if he can do... What one is it? These let me do some of the... Yeah, some of the different animations. I'm trying to find... I think it's this one. Yeah. Them and their jazz hands over there. Always fun. Just kind of looking at the different... So you've got balanced, defense, and speed. And then we've got Ceratosaurus, which is kind of in the same vein as Concavenator and Metriacanthosaurus. Though right now this one does bone break. So it'll bite something, it'll give them the bone break debuff, which slows them down. They can't move as fast until that wears off. I think that is going away in future updates, and they're just getting a charge bite to do damage. I could be wrong on that one, though. There's a lot of changes coming, and it's hard to keep track of them all. But we've got balanced, we've got the speed, and you've got the defense. A nice little option. There's Concavenator as an adult, with the balanced, defense, and the speed. Not gonna lie, defense looks kind of cool. And we've got Displetosaurus, which is like a smaller T-Rex. And that's about how they operate, too. They've got their bites. I believe they do bone break. You see them now and again. I'm not super familiar with what they do because I don't personally play them. They're not really my thing. You got the male and the female, the balanced, the defense, and the speed. They're not bad though if you like that Rex look. There's the adult Deinonychus, female and male, the balanced, speed, and defense options. And then here's the Kaiwakia. Again, male and female balanced. This is the defense, which is very chunky, and speed. They are absolutely adorable. Here's the Latanovitrix, or Latin for short. Female and male, balanced, speed, defense. Very chunky raptor if you go defense. Megalania, like I said. Big lizard. Where's that one I was talking about? There we go. If they stand up, they're very tall. It's also very adorable. If I see a lizard that does that to me, I absolutely love it. Male, female, speed, defense, and balanced again. And here's the Metri fully grown. Female and male. Balanced, defense, speed with its lovely little spiky hair floofs. Here's our Pycno. Male and female. Balanced, attack. So this one gets attack instead of speed. They do more damage, but there's less defense. Kind of like speed, but with a different stat boost. And then you've got what I called defense before, but these ones have more stamina, but they do less damage. So it might as well be defense. But look how tiny those little horn nubs are. It's like eyebrows. It looks weird. Oh, that's so good. And Sarcosuchus. It was a big croc. It was a very big crocodile. I love it. Male and female. Balanced. This one's defense, just to show you the difference. It gets chunkier. And then speed is much thinner, as you can see. They're adorable, though. And they've got a squeak. Spinosaurus, female and male. You've got your balanced with the dip in its sail. The speed, which has the paddle tail like this, and a little bit flatter sail. And then you've got your defense, which is a perfect half circle, and the tail fin's a little different. It doesn't have that bump. And then you've got Sycomimus, like I mentioned before, male and female. You've got your balance build, your speed build, and your defense build. I know this one's going to be getting a new skin model soon, and we're excited to see that. Here's your Thalassodromeus, female and male, balanced. These ones get a jump increase, but they take more incoming damage. These ones have more oxygen at the cost of stamina, so these ones are more of your aquatic build, though I'm honestly not sure why you'd want to go aquatic, since there are other things in the water. But the reason I call them annoying is this. Bird players have a habit of just flying above you where you can't hit them and spamming that. It's awful. And then, like the player who walked past us earlier, you have your Tyrannosaurus. And they do one of my favorite calls in the game. So you've got your male and your female. You've got your balanced, your speed, and your attack instead of defense. So both subspecies other than balance lose a bit of defense, but one's faster and one does more damage. They are quite a strong biter. They do quite a bit of damage even younger, like even as little Rexes. Yes, show off. Thank you. But they're not without, competition. They can definitely be beaten. Even groups of like 6 or 7 of them I've seen get beaten. It is possible. So nothing is immortal in this game. Nothing is without being able to be defeated. I know upcoming Rex is going to lose its thick hide and be adjusted a little bit to make it more fair in combat, because it is a little bit crazy. Since it came out, it's been a bit on the stronger side, and they're going to adjust that to make the other apexes a little bit more equal to it. Now we're back to the Alioramus. So that's the carnivores. Moving on, we have our herbivores. Here's the Albertoceratops that I showed before. You have the female and the male. And then we have balanced. You have your plus defense, just showing you it's the difference in the crest mostly. And then you have your speed, which gets its tail bristles. I personally like speed on a lot of my dinosaurs. Then you have your Margosaurus. And this is the defense without the head spikes, male and female. So this is double defense, which honestly it kind of needs right now. Then you have spikes. This is the speed version. So it loses a little bit of defense, but the spikes cause bleed. Meaning if you hit something, it gets bleed. If something hits you, it gets bleed, because you're spiky. And then you have the damage build. So it's the same thing as the speed, but instead of getting faster, you do more damage. And you still cause bleed. No, defense causes bleed if they hit something else with their headbutt. But not if something hits them, just to be clear. You have Anodontosaurus, the Anki of the game, then very defensive, bone breaks with the tail slams, pretty potent. It even has a bite right now, though I do believe it is losing its bite. And its defense call, because it's already pretty tanky. So, female and male. You've got balanced. You've got defense, which has all the short spikes. And then you've got speed, which has very long side neck spikes. Balance has longer neck spikes and back spikes, but not... Like, it has longer back spikes, and the speed has longer side spikes. Barsboldia, very big herbivore. They're quite tall. Their tail slam hurts. Like, their tail slam on an ano hurts a lot. Just to give you an idea. Because, like I said, ano is very defensive. You got male and female. You've got your balanced, your defense build, and your speed build. Quite a fun one, though. I believe they're getting defense call in the upcoming updates, which will be quite interesting to see. You got your Campto. This is the adult Campto. So they're not very big, but they're fast. They're adorable. Like I said, they do cute little beeps. They've got a cute little wiggle. They're quite fun if you just want to run around and be cute. Or, you know, bite people's fingers and toes off because you can. You got your speed, and you got your defense. And female and male. Here's Dinokairos as an adult. Big duck. And they have a goose skin. They've got those skins. It's great. Male and female. You got your balanced duck. You got your defense duck, which loses its arm feathers and its head floof. And you've got your speed duck, which keeps its head and arm floof, but loses its tail floof. Personally, I'm a fan of floof on all ends, balanced duck. But each to their own. I've seen them all. Respect them all. Eotriceratops. This is the adult. Quite the big one. Like I said, they get their sharpened horns. They get the headbutt, the charge. I think they've got a tail attack. Female and male options. You've got your balanced. Watch, the horns is the big one here. So this is your balanced horns. There's your defense, that curve down. And then you've got your speed, which as you can see are more straight up. And you get the hair floof, or the butt floof, my bad. Just make some noise with them. So Iguanodon. Not much more to say on these guys, other than show you the male and female. You've got balanced, defense, and speed. Make some noise with them. I'm a big fan of them. Some people aren't. It's just how it is. You've got your Kentrosaurus. This is the adult. I know the other one didn't look much bigger. Now female and male. You got the balanced, defense, and the speed gets the... Speed typically gets the floof. Except for the defense concave. But they're cute. Lambio. Again, weird looking dinosaur. Has quite a decent tail attack and it heals. Not much better than that. Male, female, balanced. There's the speed, the defense. All very good builds. Very good to run with other herbivores. That heal is quite nice. And that tail attack is something to look out for. Then you got your Packy. Cute little guys. And female. This is the male. So this is... Oh. The server's going down. This is balanced. This is speed. And this is the plus damage build. You've got the Stegosaurus. So you've got male and female. And the balanced, speed, and defense gets the rounder spikes. Struthiomimus. Another very annoying chicken. You got female and male. Balanced, plus stamina, and then the speed, where all the floof goes bye-bye. Then you've got Styracosaurus, another smaller ceratopsian, kind of in the same vein as Albert, though doesn't do quite as much damage as Albert. This one does do bleed with that spike. Male and female versions. We've got the balanced, the defense, and the speed. Oh, there goes the server. So servers are only up for about, I think it's 3-4 hours, and then they reset. That helps keep resources in the map fresh, because your food replenishes over time, your water replenishes over time. Yes, they do come back, or you can do replenish quests to replenish water sources. Oh, it's nighttime now. Of course it's nighttime now, because I'm trying to show things off. Oh, we were on the last one anyways. Cool. So, Styracosaurus. I went through all the builds, right? Yeah, speed. Okay, cool. Do I have any babies to run about in the world with? I do not. I just wanted to show you a bit of the game. You find one to run around on. Not you. Why not? Why not? Because you're iconic. Bronze Breath, sure. Okay, I just want to show you a bit of how the game works. So, Baby Rex. We go into the world, and you start in the Hatchling Tutorial Cave, where it teaches you a bit how to play. So you gotta do your stamina drain, which is the white bar at the bottom. And that little blue box with the timer that keeps showing up, that is the growth timer you get from completing quests. I'm not really reading these because, like, they usually stick around long enough that, you know, they're pretty obvious. Like, I'm getting some food. Just kind of looking around. I'm gonna do this until that green circle down in the bottom is full. That way I'm full on food. So when I exit this tutorial cave, I'm not starving. I am gonna move... make it so global chat's hidden, because sometimes global chat can get a little... not great. And I don't have the greatest video editing skills, so I wouldn't be able to hide that, and I don't want that in my videos. Also, I love how there's a whole nother player here. So this is another player. This is someone else. I don't know who they are. They're making a Rex at the same time as me, though. So there's that. So it's kind of cute. You get 2 babies. This is teaching me where my vital information is. The red bar is my health. This is where my stamina is. That's where my oxygen will be. And this yellow bar is my growth. And any other stuff I do. There. Sorry about that. I tend to do this one. Just because it makes you type something. It teaches you how to use the chat. And then the next, and one of the most important things it teaches you, is how to pick things up. Now this might seem weird that I'm just picking up a mushroom and I'm going to go drop it off. But as you'll see when we get out of this cave, it's crucial to the game, being able to pick things up. Because the way you grow in this game, aside from this tutorial cave, is you do quests. Okay, so this can wait a second. Well, actually, we'll go in here real quick. Oh my goodness, the game's trying to talk about all the things myself, or that I want to talk about. Let me get through all this and then I'll go back, okay? Then I'll explain. Okay, so in here, it shows your dinosaur, and it shows all of the skins that you have available to buy. It also shows you your marks, which you get from questing. So like I said, you've got your colors, your patterns, but you can buy different skins. And then it shows you how many marks they cost, albino and melanistic being the most expensive. Now, as you can see, I've got this extra skin here. That's already unlocked that I don't have to buy. This is the backer skin. When you buy the game, or you're gifted the game, or however you get the game, you're allowed to pick a backer skin for one of the dinosaurs in the game. And you'll automatically have that unlocked for that dinosaur. Additionally, you can go to the website, or you can purchase it through in-game. You can unlock the backer skins for additional dinosaurs, or all of them if you so choose. It gives you just a free skin to use. The colors are the same on every backer skin. They're oranges, whites, gray, and black. They're more muted on a female, brighter on a male. But those are the options. there. And again, just different skins. Now onto the abilities. Here you can see how grown you are. I'm still a hatchling because I haven't left the cave. As soon as I leave the cave, the tutorial cave gives you enough XP to reach juvenile by the time you exit. It also teaches you how to play the game, or at least the core mechanics. But what you can also see here, which unfortunately I can't show you on this because it's a baby and it says insufficient growth on all of them, but what you can do as you grow, you click on these and you get different things. So like I have an option of 3 different types of bites, and it kind of explains what they do. This one will do a bone snap, which bone breaks. You charge it up, you hold it, and you can let go of the attack, and if it hits, it can do bone break. Or you can do one that's a little bit faster. It doesn't do as much damage, and it's a lower bone break chance, but it's faster. It's not that long held charge attack. And then just your default bite. So there's different hides. It's usually one makes you faster, one's more defense. Some of them get like ones that make you swim faster if you're a semi-aquatic. Some of them get venom resist or bleed resist. Legs can be kicks, charges. I think Pachycephalosaurus gets a jump. Tail is usually a tail attack. Some of them get tail slams. And voice, you get damage buffs, defense buffs. Lambio gets the heal call there. There's some other ones that I think are going to come out. I think the raptors get speed buffs there. So there's various different uses for voice. Social, this is where you've got your party, the player list, and any friends you've got. So like I got friends. Quests. So this is showing me what I'm doing right now, and it's tracked. So it shows up right here on the right. It tells me what to do. Big important thing, this right here. It's telling me to leave. Not that, and like to do quests and stuff like that. But a big important sentence in this little bit here says, you will be hunted by other players. Now I need to make this perfectly clear. If you are playing on an official Path of Titans server, there are no rules in these servers aside from do not be rude, disgusting, racist, whatever in the chat. There's no rules against multi-packing, or not multi-packing, mixed packing, which is being like herbivores group, like hunting alongside carnivores, even though they can't actually group up in a party. They can, if you've got friends who are playing on carnivores, you're playing on herbivore, you guys can still play together. You can still go hunt. There's no rules against it. There's none. The devs themselves have been seen doing the same thing. There's no rule against KOS or kill on sight. Where you meet another player, there is every chance they're going to come up and try to kill you. Whether you're a baby, the same species as them, a different species, if they're an herbivore or a carnivore, there's no rule against it. It's going to happen. I'm sorry. It's frustrating when you die. I understand that. But the nice thing about this game is you lose a little bit of growth. You lose some of your marks. I'm sorry. It happens. You have to keep doing, but you can quest back up to grow more, to get your marks back. The worst thing about dying in this game is that you randomly respawn somewhere else in the world. But if you have friends, they can waystone you back, because there's a method of being able to do that. There are these waystones that you can go to, and you can get your friend teleported back. Yes, sometimes it costs marks, because once you use it, it needs to either be replenished via a quest, or you pay marks to replenish it, and in each progressive use of it, it gets more expensive. Those are the facts of the game. Now, that being said, if those don't sound enjoyable to you, or you play and you don't like that those happen, there is an option to go play on the community servers. The community servers are just as much fun. Some are even more fun. Some have growth over time. The official servers do not. The official servers, you can only grow by questing. Some of the community servers, you can grow just by playing the game. And they have rules against mixed packing. They have limits on how many dinosaurs can be in a herd or a pack, like how many of certain types can group together. They have rules against KOS. They have body down rules where if once a body's dead, you can't just keep killing. You have to stay with that body or the like. I've seen things like that. If you do not like the lawlessness of an official server, if it upsets you, you don't enjoy it, I highly, highly, highly recommend giving the community servers a try. Now that I've said that, I'm gonna go outside this cave, and depending on where I spawn and my luck, I might get killed. But it's part of the game. Also, say hi to the baby raptor. It is part of the game. And I'm sorry that it happens. Again, it says here that, like, you know, be in a group. Or, you know, it warns you. The game itself warns you. And I've seen too many people get very upset over it. Okay. Now that we're in the game, though. Moving on. You'll see I have this little buff here. This is typically shown when you come out of a home cave. It means I can't attack or be attacked for however long this is in effect. I can't use my abilities, and no one can hurt me. However, I can jump off that cliff, and I would die. To give you an idea, I could still be environmentally hurt. You see I've got more quests here. One is to go to a home cave. One is to find a waystone. Those will give me growth, and they give me icons. So that blue one there, that's the home cave. That green one there, that's a waystone. And that one there is a critter burrow, which carnivores can use to get food. Now that red quest that doesn't have an icon is just for this specific area. In this area, I can get a red quest, which is a location quest, to clear out lakeweed. So I would go to a source of water and look for the lakeweed in the water. Now, this is the map. I'm over here. This is where I would go for lakeweed, by the way. But this map is quite big. It's quite big. It would take me a while to go from here to over here. And the ocean also has stuff in it, because we've got full aquatics now. I'm gonna try and go to... You know what? I'm just gonna explore. If I die, I die. Because I could hear... If you hear... Oh, no, they stopped. You might have heard the big thud, thud, thud in the distance. Those were footsteps of another player. There currently are no AI dinosaurs in the game. Now, the things that come out of the critter burrows, that's an AI. There's fish, that's AI. But there are no, like, I'm not going to find another T-Rex and have it be an AI. If I find another T-Rex, 100% that is a player. There has been talk of them adding AI dinosaurs in the future, which would be very interesting to see. But at the moment, there are none. Now, let's see if I can get down. Can I get down this cliff and not hurt myself? This is where your precise move that they teach you in the tutorial cave comes in handy, because you can... Oops. You can be a little bit more precise on your movements, or if you're on an edge and you don't want to be, you can hold default as X, and you can turn, or you can just turn, or you can back up. I'm trying to see if I can find other players, because I want to prove something, that there is no guarantee that... Oh, there's one. That they... Now see this? Probably won't attack me. But that might. But yeah, we're gonna find some other players, and we're gonna see how they respond. That looks like it's a Latinaventrix. Let's go see if we can catch up with that other one, the bigger one. Take a look how they react to small baby Rex. Where'd they go? Oh, there they are. see how they react. So they crouched. They're being friendly. They're two-calling at me, which is the friendly call. They're being friendly. There is no guarantee that people are friendly in this game. Oh, they're trying to talk to me. Oops. I'm gonna keep chat off though because it's just better that way. Honestly, I was not expecting them to be friendly. But I hear more footsteps back this way, so let's go find out. I will say, I have the weird luck of when I'm by myself on babies, things are nice to me. But if I'm not by myself, or sometimes not on a baby, things aren't as nice to me. But I want to show... That was a Metricanthosaurus. And a Spinosaurus. Look how lucky we are. There's things here. Let's see what it does. See what I mean? Look at these guys making a liar out of me. What is this madness? Maybe they're all friends. I think they're all friends. But this is also a good sign that it's very easy to make friends in this game. And having friends in this game is the best. Not to saying solo playing isn't fun. I'm sure it is for some people, but I prefer playing in a group. And if I can play in a group, I'm gonna go follow this Spino. I wanna see where it's going. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh no. I'm stuck. Ah! I will say there is trample damage, so if this guy, ran, but he might hurt me, but he's probably not going to because his stamina is not the greatest. But I'm gonna follow him, see what he does. If you want to find some really fun videos of gameplay in this for Path of Titans, highly recommend you look up Alkazair. She's got some great videos of groups going out and hunting and fighting. I'm just trying to showcase the game. And honestly, was kind of hoping that these guys would prove me right, and that the chance of finding people that are friendly isn't always guaranteed. But, me and my bad luck over here found some nice people. I've been adopted. I don't know where they're going. We're just gonna follow them for a bit, see where this goes. Where are they going? Spinosaurus usually goes to water. I'm not sure what they're doing. Look, there's the other Rex. Maybe they aren't friends? I don't know. don't know what that Spino's doing, but let's go this way. Shows you the size difference, though, between baby and adult. I'm gonna go explore. Maybe. Oh, that quest failed is because I left the location for long enough that my quest timed out. No big deal. I could go back in and get a new one. I wasn't gonna play for this long, but this is kind of fun, and it shows the game a bit more. I haven't done any questing, but so like as you can tell, like by that yellow bar, that's my growth. I've not gotten any more growth since I've left the home cave, and that's because I've not quested. But I'm hoping if I follow this person, they'll lead me to other people, and maybe we'll see a fight or something fun. I don't know. Or we'll get to hang out with more dinosaurs. I don't know. I have the uncanny luck of making friends every time I go out by myself. So now I have a location quest for succulents. Which if I see any, I might pick up, but I will tell you one thing, a Rex takes a long time to grow, so that this one's an adult is impressive. Something about this map to be careful of. Not all water sources are freshwater. The ocean is saltwater, like you might guess, but some of the rivers that are connected are also saltwater. I'm having fun with this, though. Like, look how cute this is. I'm recording for almost an hour. Oh my goodness. I guess it makes sense, though, because I did an introduction to the game, and then, like, a little bit of a baby Rex adventure. I might do more of these, like just grab a dinosaur, go on an adventure, see what happens. Maybe I'll do some recordings when I play with my friends. Though again, if you want to see some good fight videos, some good group content, you go watch Alkazair. Totally not plugging that because she's my friend. No. No, she's a good friend, and she's got great content. And you get to see some of the shenanigans that can happen in this game. Definitely worth it. Highly recommend. I'm probably not gonna record big group fights like that. It's a bit stressful for me. I'm also not good at editing, so yeah. Oh, here's an example of swimming. So, when you swim, you lose stamina. If you run out of stamina, you sink. And then you're on oxygen. And once your oxygen runs out, you start taking damage. Health damage. And you will die if you know, health hits 0 because you drown. They used all their stamina swimming across that. I did not, because I'm small. Babies have more stamina. Hope they'll do some of them. Like, babies are loud, you can't imagine how much louder the adults are. It's insane. I've also never been up here, so this is kind of cool. This is new for me. New exploration. It gets to show you some of the map, though. I mean, it's lovely. It's beautiful. The dinosaurs look great. The map looks great. I can't see anything because I'm short, and these bushes are... Hello. Are taller than me. So this is the burned forest. I've never been here, so this is exciting for me, too. It's definitely living up to the name. Wait up! Wait up! You've got bigger feet than me! So case in point, an adult will catch a baby, no matter how much faster or more stamina you have. So your best bet there is to find things to climb up on or get under that they can't. This is really kind of cool. I wonder where they're going. They seem to have a place in mind. I will sit too. Where are we? I don't usually get up to this part of the map much. This is a impact crater. There's a lot of hotspot that goes on there, lots of fighting. Down here has a lot of groups that you'll see, so a lot of fights happen there too. That is something to be wary of. There are clans that like kind of take a place and they like, this is home. You gotta be wary of them because they're not always friendly. And they will kill things that come into their territory. That's not to say though that you can't make friends. And to like wholly avoid those places, just to be aware. Like I have no idea who this person is. I'm not talking to them because I'm not using chat. But they have accepted me. I'll probably never see this person again after I'm done with this video, but hey, we're having fun. I get to see a new part of the map. I get to have some fun content for you guys to watch. Maybe, depending on the views and how I feel about this one, maybe I'll do more. I don't know. Is that black sand? That is black sand. That is cool. I love that. Black sand beaches are just... I love them. They're beautiful. That's really cool. Oh, there's a thing over there. We're probably not gonna go after that, but that looks like maybe an Elbert? I'm not sure. They're probably questing, and they're probably terrified that there was a Rex nearby. Yeah, they look... I don't know if you can see them in the distance. They just disappeared. They were over there. Kinda. But I guess we're not going that way. I'm not sure where we're going. Oh, Hunter's Thicket. Okay. This is one of the other places you can spawn as a baby. Hunter's Thicket, Big Quill Lake, and Young Grove are the three that the only three, I think, that you can spawn as a baby. There are different places you can spawn as an adult. I know Hunter's Thicket tends to have people in it too, so we'll see how this goes. As you can see, my branches quest is timing out because we left the burnt forest. No big deal. Hunter's Thicket is really pretty. Oh, there's a bird over there. I don't know if you can see it. Over there? Yeah. Sounds like there's something else running around. Sound is big to this game because you don't have the ability to smell. Like, you can't sniff for things. So sound is a big thing, sound and sight. If you can see things, if you can listen, like you can kind of learn like how big something is by the sound of its footsteps. Like the Rex I'm with has those big thudding footsteps. Other things that sound smaller and more scratchy, you learn the different calls, what they sound like. There's lots of different things to learn. Ooh, speaking of, this is fresh water. We can drink this. Kind of looking around. Good idea to keep your head on a swivel. Rex is drinking. There's something else walking around. I don't know what it is, but it's over that way because I could hear its footsteps coming from that direction. I spoke of lakeweed earlier. That's lakeweed. The seaweed looking stuff. And like I said, you can replenish your water, so once it gets low enough, by things drinking it, you can get quests where you deliver things and then your water quality gets better. Good way to quest for marks, too. Because as long as the quest lasts as long until you either finish it, or as people keep drinking the water, and your progress keeps getting lowered. Then you get marks for turning in items, and then you get marks for actually finishing the quest. So, definitely a good quest for marks. I can hear other footsteps. Oh, there's a stegosaurus over there. We'll see if it's friendly or not. If it makes it over to us. It might not want to mess with the Rex. I heard something else make noise too. I don't normally spend time up here, so this is interesting. Now we're in Snake Gully. Just to give an idea on the map where we are, all the way up there. And I don't know if you can hear those other footsteps. But that stego is definitely coming this way. And there it is. Right up there. Oh, and there's an Alberta over there. Now, I don't know how this is going to go down. Yep, the Rex doesn't want anything to hurt me. Aha! See? So, I lost a little bit of growth. I lost whatever marks I might have had. I'm going to spawn somewhere random. Let's see where we spawn. Oh. All the way back here at Big Quill Lake. Well, our journey went full circle, I guess. But that shows you, some players will be nice. The big T-Rex was friendly to me. Some players will not be nice. And that was a Stegosaurus and an Albertoceratops. Both of them herbivores. herbivores. No big deal there. But that is a good example of you never know what you're going to get when you run into other players in this game. Some of them are friendly. Some of them will choose to kill you. It just happens. Now, one last thing I want to teach, and that comes down to logging out. You can log out. I could just hit that button and be gone. But here's the thing. My dinosaur would still be there for however many minutes it takes. So it's best to wait for that timer and safe log. Also, if you're trying to log onto a dinosaur that's in the same place as the dinosaur you're logging out, you will not be able to log onto it if you do not safe log. The exception to that is if you log out in a home cave. You can hot log there all you want. It doesn't change a thing. If you die and you're trying to log onto another dinosaur in the same area that you died, you will not be able to, unfortunately. This tip talks about trophies. I didn't really cover trophies, but those are something you get from adult dinosaurs. As it says, if you kill an adult dinosaur, you get a trophy. You can take that trophy to a home cave and get some growth from that, or marks. So it gives you a little bit of incentive to hunt. And that's also why you gotta be careful when you run into strangers. But we're gonna log out. I'm gonna log out completely out of the server. Put your dinosaur as an adult on there, on the main menu. But yeah, that's a little bit of a synopsis of Path of Titans. It's a great game. I highly recommend it. It's got some great updates coming in the future. Something to definitely keep an eye on at the very least. And I hope whatever time zone, day, night, morning, afternoon, wherever you are, you have a good time. And I'll see you guys in the next one.